Howdy, y'all, and welcome back to I Am Abled Because I Am is Able. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that, for lack of a better term, I'm calling chronic pain amnesia. And it's not a real kind of amnesia. It doesn't mean that you forget your chronic pain, but chronic pain can kind of make your memory do funny things. And this particular phenomenon makes it really, really hard to interact with people on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis. So what is it? Well, basically it's where you tell people about your actual bad moments, but maybe 2 days, 3 days, a week later, they ask you about it and you have no idea what they're talking about. This can happen for several different reasons. Firstly, in my life, I will just speak about actual situations that I go through on a regular basis. At least I did when I was seeing people on a regular basis. Firstly, it can happen because, well, maybe it's been a really hard week with a lot of different battles that I've had to really struggle through. And this person is asking about a very particular issue that I had about 3 or 4 days ago. And so when I seem completely dumbfounded, it's not necessarily because I'm going, what pain? I don't have pain. I don't know what you're talking about. But rather, wait, which thing are you talking about? Because there was a lot. And I don't necessarily want to address all the lots. I just kind of want to know which thing they're asking about. Because it's been too long of a week. If they don't know about the rest of it, I don't necessarily want to bring up the rest of it in a 5 to 10 minute, how you doing moment. So that's one scenario, is that there's been a lot that's gone on and someone's asking me about a particular moment and that's all I'm really capable of addressing, but I don't know which moment they're talking about. So it's not that I forgot it, it's that I don't really know which thing. The other situation that can happen, which happens to me a lot, is I had a really bad day, let's say 5 days ago, that was so bad I was reaching out for prayer chains because I didn't know if I would possibly end up in the doctor's office or even the hospital because it was so bad. Well, 5 days later, I didn't end up in the hospital. God got me through. I'm doing a lot better. And the weird thing is, because of going through pain on a day-to-day basis for months, years on end, that thing that just happened 5 days ago feels like it was 3 months ago. Believe it or not. So imagine my fun when somebody comes up to me and asks me about that. Oh my goodness, that terrible thing. How'd it work out? And I'm like, what terrible thing? And in those moments, I feel like such a fraud or a liar, but I'm not. I just categorizing when these things happened in my time frame, in my brain, is not something I'm always capable of doing because it's just so much. And so trying to remember when those things happen, when I'm really just trying to live in the moments, when I'm really trying to push aside the hard things to be grateful in the moment for the good things, it can really kind of seem like, well, was she telling the truth about that? I mean, how bad could it have been if you forget 3 days later? I'm not saying anyone has called me out on this. I'm saying that's how I feel like it must sound to other people. So that's really not fun. And then there are moments where I'm striving so hard to focus on the good that even though something really bad happened just 3 days ago or 2 days ago or even the day before, if somebody straight up asks me how I'm doing and they really mean it, I might not be ready or able to talk about those bad things because I really just want to focus on the good of today. And if I know you super well, I will try and say today is a good day and I'm focusing on that. But if I don't know you super well, I might just tell you about the good things. And when I say super well, I mean like you are one of my very bestest friends. Like, yeah, my best friends, they get the today's a good day. But it's really hard for me to do that if we're not super, super close. If have been through some really bad stuff, I'm not able to talk about that because I need to focus on the blessings. I need to focus on my strength. I need to focus on God bringing me through in that moment. And I know certain people very specifically who won't bring me into, well, how were the other days then? But if I don't know if you're that kind of person, I might not necessarily have that level of trust to open up and share that it has been hard. But maybe you've heard about how hard it was 3 days ago through a mutual friend. Then that can be really confusing. If I say, I'm doing well, today's a good day. So there are a myriad of reasons. And then there's the other one where we just completely forget that it happened because there's just so much that we can handle on our minds. And you might have to remind us, even though it was just a week ago, even though it was just 3 days ago, maybe it was a month ago. It's a lot. So why am I addressing this? Well, recently I did a video about my pain spiral, and I realized that in that video, I mentioned that I've had really good 6 to 8 weeks. And my pain levels have been good, and my productivity level has been good, and yay! And then all this happened, and I haven't experienced anything like this in so long, is how it sounded in the video. And when I listened to that, I realized that I remembered, actually, that only 2 weeks before that, God had brought me out of some severe feeling like I was being electrocuted moments, particularly one really, really bad Saturday night. I'd never experienced this before. This is a new thing. And I've only told about 3 people about this before. It was really, really bad. And I will admit that I was really, really scared. And I told some people about this. And if they were to watch the pain spiral video, it could be very confusing. Wait, but you had this go on. Yes, but they happen hand in hand so much that when I'm looking at 6 weeks at a stretch, that I've been able to actually do videos, film them, and edit them, that I've been able to walk my dog, that I've been able to do fairly regular exercising until the pain spiral, that I had been able to do OT and PT exercises, which I haven't been able to do in like a year before that. When I actually realized that I've been able to drive a few times, short drives, that's huge. And so when I look at that, I see, oh, it's been a really amazing 6 to 8 weeks. And also my sleep cycles have been a lot better. But does that mean I didn't have anything hard happen in 6 to 8 weeks? No. No, they go hand in hand. I still had chronic pain through that. I still had to take my pain medications and do my different things that would help with my management of pain, with my strength, with stretching, with prayer. I still had a lot of things to get through throughout that time. But I was so much more able in the scheme of 6 to 8 weeks. So if you know someone who deals with chronic pain, and maybe you've been struggling with how to understand how they can have both things going on, and it sounds really fishy when they say, oh, things are really great. Yeah, nothing's been wrong. And you remember that they had just told you about a really serious thing that happened like 3-5 days ago. Give them a little grace. There's a lot going on up here. And our brain tries to compartmentalize all of it in the best way to keep us sane. So give us a little grace. If you know the particular thing, this is the best advice I can give. If you know the particular thing that is really confusing you, ask them about it. Now, I still might not remember it. I will tell you that you have full permission to ask me about anything that confuses you if I say that I've had a really good span, but you remember something that you heard about or that I told you about. You have my permission to say, wait, but what about this? Just do it very lovingly. Understand that I really might not know what you're talking about, or I might not realize it was anywhere in that time frame. Some things that happened just a week ago feel like it happened a year ago, and other things that happened 3 years ago feel like it happens, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. It's really, it's a thing. And the funny thing is, when I told my mom what kind of video I was thinking about making, she was like, oh, you know who could relate to that? And within about the span of like a minute and a half, we listed off like 8-10 people. So yeah, this is a thing. It's real, people. And it can make real interactions daunting. Because we don't want to feel like we're lying any more than you want to feel like we're lying to you. And we're not. We just don't remember half the things or in the order that they happened. All right, I got to go now and take care of my pain management because my back is still killing me. So thanks for watching. God bless. Ciao for now. Bye.